After the tense confession, a few more days passed and the situation became uncertain. Sarah felt that her relationship with Oliver had somehow changed, but she still didn't quite know what to do. They avoided serious conversations, pretending that everything was as before. However, this uncertainty troubled not only the two of them but also their other friends. Meanwhile, David and Emily began to notice that something was not. So, they suspected that some important conversation had taken place between Sarah and Oliver. And this began to worry them. Emily tried to start a conversation with Sarah to find out what happened. "Are you and Oliver hiding something? You've been acting strange lately," Emily asked, hoping for honesty. I don't know what to say to you. Everything is too complicated," sighed Sarah. Emily didn't press her, understanding that the situation was too personal. However, David, being more straightforward, couldn't remain silent for long. He decided to talk to Oliver directly, suspecting that it might concern his feelings for Sarah. David found Oliver at home and invited him for a walk. It was a calm autumn evening, but the atmosphere between them was tense. "Oliver, we've been friends for a long time, so I'll be direct. What is going on between you and Sarah?" David asked, not wanting to beat around the bush. Oliver fell silent for a moment, then sighed. "I confessed to her, told her that I love her, and now I don't know what to do next." David paused, surprised by his friend's honesty, but then nodded, realizing that this explains a lot. He thought for a long time before answering. "Do you understand that if she doesn't feel the same way, it could ruin everything?" "I understand," Oliver nodded, but I could no longer remain silent. At that moment, David felt that the situation was even more complicated than it seemed. And before they could continue the conversation, Oliver's phone vibrated. It was a message from Sarah. "Can we meet? I need to talk." Oliver, not lowering his phone, looked at David. "I think the time has come to find out the answer," he said with concern in his voice. Oliver met Sarah at the same cafe where he had previously confessed his feelings to her. This time, the atmosphere was even more tense, as Oliver knew that this conversation could change everything. Sarah took a long time to start the conversation. She played with her coffee cup, gathering her thoughts. Finally, she raised her eyes to Oliver. "I have thought a lot about what you said." Oliver's heart was beating as if it was ready to burst out. He listened carefully, trying not to show how nervous he was. "I appreciate that you were honest with me, but the problem is that I am confused about my feelings," she continued, trying to find the right words. "You are important to me, but I am afraid that if we try and it doesn't work out, we will lose our friendship, which is too important to me." Oliver was silent. He wanted to say something in response, but the words wouldn't come. "I am not ready for a serious relationship right now," Sarah finally said.